Hi guys, Sandy Ingram here. Welcome. Two announcements. One, we have not been reporting on Iraq because Iraq is getting ready for its election. And as you may or may not know, if you've been keeping tabs on the channel's blog, the election, pre-election has become fairly violent. There has been loss of life and attacks. So if you want to know more, go to the channel's blog. But in the meantime, as a channel, as a YouTube channel, we're going to stay out of Iraq's way. We are not going to be placing ourselves in a position to be accused of influencing Iraq's election in any way. The second announcement is Mr. Weatherman here on YouTube has all of us in the Caribbean on monitor mode. Now this means in the Western Caribbean especially, this means that there may or may not be a hurricane. But here's the deal, people. Anytime that the weather gets really rough here in this area, the electricity goes off. Now, the landlord or the owner of the property that I'm renting, he has a generator, but still it's very, very disruptive when all the electricity goes off. So if I am late in uploading a video, or if I'm not able to upload at a scheduled time, then you know and understand what's going on and what will be happening during this week. And this situation could go on up until next Monday. I'll keep you posted. Now, in today's video, let's get into Vietnam. Vietnam, there's some interesting news coming out of Vietnam. Not only interesting, but good news that investors globally are watching very carefully. And here's what's happening. The Vietnam dong is getting stronger against the US dollar. The State Bank of Vietnam just lowered its daily reference rate, and the rate was reduced to 25,101 VND to 1 US dollar. Now, that's down 8 dong from the previous day. And this is kind of like a week review of the VND. Commercial banks are also dropping their taxes, their rates, selling the dollar for around 26,146 VND. This means the dong is showing small signs of strengthening, or at least stabilizing against the dollar, something investors haven't seen for a long while. There are 3 reasons that this is happening. Vietnam's economy is strong and growing. The GDP jumped to 8.2% in the third quarter of 2025, and exports are booming. The second reason is the country has a 16.8 billion trade surplus so far this year, 2025. And another reason is the remittances are flowing in. Overseas Vietnamese sent nearly $8 billion US dollars back to Vietnam in the first 9 months of 2025. That's a lot of US dollars, guys. That's a lot of US dollars. And the third reason is because the central bank is actively using a flexible policy. Now, what this means is they are ready to sell dollars if needed to keep the exchange rate stable and prevent the dong from weakening too much. And it means that you need to hold tight to your VND. And always remember that the VND can be traded on the Forex market. Now, guys, you can join the channel's membership for $2.99 a month. That's the lowest rate that YouTube will allow, and they take 30% of that. So the channel membership is all about showing you how to invest a small amount of money each month and grow with the profits and the compound interest, and grow it for 2 years or so, and then invest in another type of investment and receive even more profits, and then rinse, repeat, and do it again.